It's just a matter of getting out here, putting in the work. And that is what I will say first and foremost. It is a lot of work. And that's not the first thing I said. I said a lot of things before I said that. But yeah, it is a lot of work. Hey, what's up guys? So the content that I watch on YouTube is usually, at least now as a growing YouTuber and a blogger, I've been watching a lot of these videos where people are basically talking about how they built out their channel, how they got their subscribers, how they're growing it, etc. So I love that kind of content. So I figured I would make a video basically talking about how I got my personal channel to where it is. So I started my channel January 1. For me, my goal was like, I'm gonna do daily vlogging and I'm gonna post a video every single day this year. I don't care if it's trash. No, I'm just gonna post a video every single day. In the first month, I didn't share with anyone I knew. I was just like, you know, I'm gonna keep this as a personal thing. Like, this is what I'm working on for myself. Honestly, after I came across Casey Neistat's page, I was like, yo, I would love to get, you know, love to do this, love to just create some dope films. And I've tried a few times before, posted videos, recorded myself every day for a month. So I also work as a model, so I'm constantly in front of the camera, auditioning for commercials. I've even like taken acting classes. So being in front of a camera isn't something that's new to me. As far as like creating something every single day, you know, video, editing it, posting it up to YouTube, putting it out and like being consistent, that is something that I haven't been able to do. This year was like my year. I was like, yo, I'm actually going to stick to this. I'm gonna vlog every single day. I don't care what happens. This is just like 2020 is my year. And you know, everybody's like been talking about how 2020 was gonna be their year, and like 2020 is not the year. At least for me, I'm still able to do what I sought out to do because YouTube is still up, so it's giving me a way to do what I planned on doing. So yeah, so now we are April the 11th, I think, and I'm already at 102 vlogs and counting. Just by nature of me doing the amount of vlogs that I've been doing, I'm on YouTube every single day. You know, I'm filming every single day. I'm editing every single day. I'm uploading. So I'm just on the platform in general, and I'm looking at other videos and seeing what's on the explore page, seeing who's popular. I've literally just had to learn about YouTube. First song of advice is just to learn as much as possible, to just get on the platform, look around. You need to figure out what you really like on YouTube. And then once you see what you really like, what inspires you, where you feel like you can add value, then from there you can kind of find your place. But like learning and just watching and seeing how videos are made, you know, seeing what you think is cool, seeing what's popular and what they're doing, like the more and more you learn, the more and more you can formulate in your head your vision for your channel, because you want to provide something unique. You want to be different. So, you know, the more and more you can put together a lane, a niche for yourself, and then compare it to your personal skill set and like what you have to offer and then what you want to do, I think the more and more you can kind of build out a baby, basically. It's gonna be unique to you. I decided to do these daily vlogs. And a lot of people, oh my God, this is the thing with YouTube, is like everyone told me that it was too late to get onto YouTube. You know, it's too late to get on there. Like you know, that was 3-4 years ago. All those people have been on YouTube for forever. No one's watching daily vlogs anymore. All that's past. Like basically everyone would discourage me from getting on it. And I just had to just take a leap of faith and be like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. You know, I'm just gonna give it a try and see what happens. If anything, I'll get really good at editing. But yeah, everyone discourages you. Honestly, it's just ignorance. A lot of people just don't know. And I got on and looked around, and I saw that new people who had just gotten onto the platform and are, you know, really successful and doing really well. So I was like, you know, and also like people are watching videos. So I was like, you know, there's still people here, still an audience, like this is still a thing. So I'm gonna just, you know, get out here and start looking around. And like I said, like as you become a part of the community, honestly, that's really what it is just becoming a part of the community, starting to watch other videos, like people's videos, subscribing, you know, and just seeing like, okay, like what you want to watch, what keeps your attention, what doesn't keep your attention. The more and more time you spend on YouTube, the more and more you can kind of find your place. And honestly, I find that with any platform. Like, you know, if you spend a lot of time on Instagram, like, and if you're actually posting and trying to build a page on Instagram, like for me, it's like wherever you put your presence, like, all right, this is where you can reach me. Maybe it's Facebook or maybe it's Twitter, but wherever you just like sit down and be like, yo, I'm gonna be on here, I'm gonna spend time on here, you will figure it out. You will, okay, like people like these kind of pictures, or this is a good time to post, or like you will just start to figure out your personal lane in it. So yeah, so that's my first piece of advice, is just to learn as much as possible. But secondly, just putting the time in, putting your 10,000 hours in. I started the channel in January, and then from January to February, the vlogs were trash. Like the vlogs were trash, and I wasn't editing them because I just was trying to get myself familiar with, you know, the process. I wanted to make it as easy on myself as possible, right? And that's partly why I use the iPhone and I'm not trying to use a DSLR and all these things, which I do want to upgrade to. But for me now, it's like I need to make this as simple as possible so I can actually do it. And it worked out because now I feel like I got a little momentum. I'm excited. Now I have a little bit of an audience. So I'm like, cool, I can, you know, I have more of an incentive to upgrade my equipment, if that makes sense. This is my setup. I basically just have like a tripod that I post with a phone. Don't spend your money on a bunch of high-tech equipment. What kind of held me up is just thinking that I needed to buy all this equipment. And in reality, like all you do need is just a good camera and some consistency and, you know, finding good lighting. It wasn't necessary for me to gain my first 1,000 subscribers. And now I just hit 2,000, you know what I mean? Like 2 weeks after that. So, you know, people like, I think I'm able to find good lighting and tell a good story and still keep people somewhere drawn to the tunnel by having good content versus just having a bunch of amazing equipment and then having nothing of value to bring to the channel. So yeah, so I would definitely discourage you from spending a bunch of money. You know, I would just say, just start making videos. I'm just using iMovie for my videos, which again is also very, very basic. You know, like I would love to be using Adobe Premiere or Final Cut Pro, but these are harder programs to use. And for me, it's like I have other things going on, so I don't have the time to invest right now, but I can do iMovie all day. So it's like, all right, bet, I'll do iMovie. I think my second piece of advice is to just make it as easy on yourself as possible. You know, make it as easy, find a setup that works. You know, if you need to ghost, like, you know, you don't need to, like, everything doesn't need to be a public thing yet. You can ghost post, you know, you can just make videos and then upload them to private and watch them. And like, you can start to play around and build out your whole thing before you ever put it out there. And the truth of the matter is, your first few videos, probably your first, I mean, my first 30 videos, really no one watched but a few of my friends once I finally felt comfortable enough to start telling them about it. All that is just trial and error, and honestly, you can just go archive those videos if you want to, so like they don't have to live there forever. So I was a month into vlogging and just posting these videos every day. And at first I wasn't editing the videos. I just kind of was letting them play out. But as I got better and better, once you commit, I think that's it. You just have to commit. Once you commit to actually like posting videos, you know, whether it be 2 times a week, 3 times a week, and you start to do it over and over, just by nature, you know, things get easier and you want to make them better. You start to think of ways like, you know, like how can I make this a better video, you know? So for me, you know, naturally I started to, oh, you know, maybe I'll edit this up, or, you know, let me throw some music in here. Let me do an intro here. I just kept getting more and more creative with it because of the repetition, because I had to do it every day. So I kept just finding more ways to make it better. And then I started to share. I started to share it on my Instagram, which I was kind of leery about doing, just because I was sharing so much of my life. And yes, I started sharing on my Instagram, and then I also started, you know, just sharing it with friends and then watching it with friends. I would sit friends down and make them watch an episode with me. And that's good information. Like, you literally need the information because you need to see how things play. You need to see, like, you know, are people bored? You know, are they tired of sitting here listening to me? Like, does this flow? things like that. So for me, like, and that's back to step one, is just getting information. So yeah, so I would do that, and then that became a cool thing. And for me, like I said, I'm daily vlogging, so my content is a lot different than other people's. For the most part, I'm kind of capturing my life and, you know, moments with my friends or things I'm up to. So it's a very different kind of content than people where you could possibly, you know, sit down and, you know, shoot your content for an hour. Like everything that I do depends on the day. So it depends on what happened during that day. So at some point, yeah, it's a 24-hour day, but I am looking for a good 10 minutes out of the day. You know, maybe, and for me, I use a lot of small clips. I use a lot of moments that I just like piece together to put that 10 minutes up. With the vlogging, as I got better and better and spending more and more time on YouTube, I kind of started to see different niches and see what other people were watching and find a lane for myself. And someone on my Instagram, like, was, you know, I'm sharing it on my Instagram. Someone on my Instagram was like, hey, you know, you should post a coming out video, because they knew I was gay. They was like, you should post a coming out video. That's how, you know, most people get popular on Instagram. And sure enough, I saw, I went to the hashtag and saw all the coming out videos. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, you know, I have a story that I can definitely tell. Like, I'll do this. So I literally the next night just set the camera up and filmed the video. And that video is how a lot of my subscribers have come to my channel, which is awesome. So yeah, it's just a matter, and that, like I said, that was just the second video of the day for me, just something I filmed after filming my vlogs. And I continue to film my vlogs every day after that video, and more, and, you know, and film more. And over time, that video has now taken off, or whatever. It's at like 30,000 views, which to me is mind blowing, because like I said, for me, when I first started vlogging, I was at like, like 5-6 views at that. So as you spend more and more time on the platform, you start to learn, you know, okay, thumbnails, I need a good thumbnail. Like, if I have a good thumbnail, people will probably click on this, or, you know, like you see your audience too, what they like, what they don't like. I'm consistently posting, so there's always new content, and every time you put out content, that's a new way for someone to discover you. So you want to just keep putting, you know, those feelers out there, and, you know, and getting videos out so people can have a different way to catch you. And the more, also, once they see something good, and then they see that you're still posting, then it's like, okay, cool, like I'll be able to possibly see more cool things. So subscribe. So that works. Consistently posting, you're just always out there. Your videos are getting better. You're getting better. You're learning more about YouTube. You're seeing different opportunities, different ideas. You're getting better at editing. You're getting better. You're more comfortable in front of the camera. So that consistency for me was major. I think the second thing is being very knowledgeable about something and having some kind of a value to bring to the conversation. So when it comes to being gay or being bisexual, like, those are things I have experience on, because that's my life. That's the life I've lived. So I have a lot of information to give. And when it comes to modeling, I've been a male model for years, so I have a lot of information there. And so there's just like anywhere where you can bring value. And so now that I've been on YouTube for 4 months and vlogging every single day, I'm on 100+ vlogs, I got a lot of information, because it's all I do, all I talk about is videos. So it's just like, okay, now I can share you guys and tell you how I did it in 2020. So yeah, so don't let people discourage you, telling you it's too late to get onto YouTube, because I just got on here and my channel is still growing and I'm excited about it. And I see all these different opportunities and ideas and things that I can personally do with my channel. Just reached the monetization mark, which is 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So this is possible, you know, and it's just a matter of getting out here, putting in the work. And that is what I will say first and foremost. It is a lot of work. And that's not the first thing I said. I said a lot of things before I said that. But yeah, it is a lot of work. That's just it. Like, it is going to be hours of you shooting. And sometimes, you know, you shoot something and the film, for whatever reason, you know, doesn't save right. So then you didn't clip it, or then you spend hours editing, and then your video somehow doesn't save, or your computer crashes. And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Then you got to wait an hour to upload sometimes, depending on your Wi-Fi, or, you know, then the video, you got the music wrong, so then the copyright is off. So you really just have to like spend the time. But anything, it's just, you just master it, you know. No matter what you do in life, you're gonna have to start at the bottom of the ladder and work your way up. So you might as well find, and this, like, YouTube is just beautiful because it just gives you the opportunity to do whatever you want and then find an audience. And there's so many opportunities that can come from it as a result of that. For me, it was consistency. It was finding a niche. I did a coming out video that people resonated with, and then I was able to find an audience from that. And then the fact that now with the audience, I consistently put up content, and I also put up content like specifically for that audience. I also want to keep doing these videos as my channel grows. I want to keep putting the information out there and kind of telling people what I've been doing to grow my channel, and you know, the metrics. And I'm going to show, like, when I get my first paycheck, I'm going to show the money and the numbers and everything, just so people can see how this works, because we should all have a channel. Everyone has a voice. Everyone has a, you know, unique perspective and information that they can share. So this is just the best thing. I think, honestly, I've been trying to tell all my friends to start channels, but you know, I get it. Again, it's a lot of work, so I really think it's worth it. And for me, I've been getting a lot of joy personally out of just watching my videos. You know, every week or so, I'll try to go back and watch 5 or 6 and then see, like, get a feel for the channel or people, you know, what other people are watching as they come new. Even though I'm living it, it's just nice to be able to go back and actually see it. You know, it's like it's basically a diary for me. So it's a great reflection to at least daily vlogging is. But yeah, I love it. I really love this. I think this is an amazing platform. YouTube is amazing, and they're really supportive. They give you the tools, they give you the information. You know, they want you to win. I initially thought that a lot of my traffic, you know, would come from Instagram or social media or things like that. And to be completely honest, most of my traffic comes from YouTube itself. Like, now that they suggest so once your content starts doing well, people are liking the video and commenting, YouTube starts to push that content out more and more and more. So that's kind of what happened. My content, you know, YouTube is starting to push my content, and now 60% of the traffic that comes to my channel comes from YouTube. The rest of that, some of that might be from social media, and that's on the third. But honestly, I'm getting more traffic coming from my YouTube channel to my social media than the other way going around. But I don't think that, I personally don't get caught up in big numbers. I'm more of a quality over quantity person, because yes, so what, you only got 100 subscribers, you know, maybe 2 or 3 of those people are like people who are going to have a huge impact on you. You know, their comment is going to have a huge impact on your channel and give you the kind of information or advice you need to blow your channel up. So I'm honestly, I engage with my channel, and I can respond to comments and read what they say. And I really try to pay attention, because yeah, like, those are people that are watching the work that I've worked so hard to put up. So I'm not going to ignore them until I get to, you know, 100,000, and then and then still just ignore all the comments, because if anyone took the time to watch and to comment, like, that's amazing. That's what you're doing this for your audience. So, you know, cultivate that and try to, you know, see what they're saying and what they like, what they don't like. So yeah, for me, again, I guess to summarize, it was the fact that I was posting every day. I found a niche community, and, you know, I found topics and things where I could add value to the conversation, and I just kept posting consistently, and I spent time learning, and I still spend time learning every night now. For me, like, I don't even though it's a quarantine and a pandemic happening, I still at night, like, I watch YouTube videos. I just watch other people, and I'm finding new people all the time and new kinds of content, and I'm constantly inspired and motivated to make my videos better and to just find ways to just create, you know, different levels. So I'm really enjoying it. I highly recommend starting a YouTube channel and just starting to create content and just get better and better at it and finding your audience, because just like, even on days where I'm having a bad day, for me, like, my subscribers and like their engagement with my content just makes me feel good. So I definitely think it's worth it. It's giving me a lot of purpose and passion right now, especially with the world being the way it is. So yeah, hopefully this was good information.